Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. If this is your first time here, why don't you think about subscribing and turning on your notifications and checking out all the links in the description down below. Today I am making a very simple wreath. Well, it should be simple. It might be needlessly complicated by the time I'm done with it, but I mean, if you've been here before, you know. This is a, let me see if this has a tag on it. This is a 24-inch flocked wreath from Walmart. They are $10, and I usually buy one when they first put the Christmas stuff out because they go pretty quick. I tried to buy 2 of them later on last year, you know, like in November of last year, and they're already gone. So, if you see one, grab one. They're only $10, and they're really nice. I hate working with flock stuff because I don't like the way it makes my hands feel, and I don't like it going everywhere, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna start by fluffing this out. And this is a raised frame, so there's a level down here, and then there's one that's raised up, probably about 1 inch in the middle. A lot of the work frames are like that, or the work forms, or whatever you want to call them. I'm just going around and making sure that we get our $10 worth. The only problem with these is that when they flock them, when they spray them with whatever, they're already compressed for shipping. So see, as I'm opening this up, like there's a lot of green there. That's fine, because we're gonna, clearly we gotta put some stuff in this wreath. Yeah, so the thumbnail. I'm not gonna put too much stuff in this wreath though. See, my friend Kyle, last year she wanted, I posted, it was, I don't know, it was maybe the beginning of December. I posted pictures and she was like, you know, she had just moved into a new house. She's like, can you make me 2 of these for Christmas? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And I went to go get the wreaths and they were nowhere to be found. And then I went to like 3 other Walmarts and I was like, okay. So I had to end up making them on a green base, which it doesn't matter. Especially with the wreath I was making, but like if you're making a wreath where you want it to show, then get the flocked wreath. You know, I wouldn't buy one of these and then put 3 rolls of deco mesh in it. That's just, it would be just a waste. Or I wouldn't cover it with 10 bows. Yeah, I really do like these. I just wish they were cheaper. But the greenery on this is nicer. Like you have this kind of like spiky bit here. So everything on that outer ring I'm kind of pushing out, and everything on the inner ring I'm kind of pushing in to spread these 2 layers apart. It is a bones day, but it feels like a no bones day. Alright, so that's still pretty much, I mean it's a little bit bigger. It's actually a full 24 inches now. So I think this can be opened up a little bit more over here. And as you might be able to tell from right here, I am still trying to make it through my 2019 Christmas decorations. And I think I probably have one more project. I don't know what that project is, but I have enough to do like one more thing with these ornament, whatever we call them, ornament garlands. So this is one right here. This is all in rose gold. If you don't have these, if you don't want to make them, if you don't have them left over. They sell stuff like this. I'm just cutting off the little hook part because we don't need that. They sell stuff like this at, I don't know if I've seen anything like it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I know they sell them online at places where you can get like a ball garland. It's not going to be, it probably would be bigger balls. Let's put this back so I can use here and here. So I'm just going to twist this in. But if you want to make these, I will try to remember to link the video up there. I think there's 2 different videos on making these because I made them in 2019. I made them for my 2020 tree. I just did not make them for this year's tree. Which you guys have seen by now. Isn't it everything? Are you dying? Don't die, but I mean, could you? Yeah. My mom saw my tree for the first time today. Her washer's broken, so she came over here to wash clothes and then take them home to dry them because my dryer's broken. You know, why not? And I was in bed on the heating pad when she came over, and she walked in the bedroom and she was like, "That's a lot." And I was like, "What is it? What's a lot?" She's like, "That tray." And I was like, "Oh, I forgot that the tray was up." And she's like, "It's a lot." And I said, "It was supposed to be." I have like 3.5 of these. I think I'm probably only going to need 3. Yeah, I got up this morning and I was like, holy crap, I'm not going to make it through the day, I'm going to die. Unfortunately, I'm still alive, but my back was hurting so bad. And for the first time, I got really upset about it. Like, I've been really upset about it, but this is the first time since I've got, like, my shot done that I'm just, like, very upset. I talked to my therapist today, and he was like, "What's been going on?" And I was just like, my back is hurting again. I said, and I went through all of this stuff. I've been going to physical therapy twice a week for, like, 4 months now. I said I spent all summer in physical therapy. Well, it's not really. Well, it feels like a long time. Yeah, I spent all summer in physical therapy, and now I'm having these back spasms again. And he always asks, like, "Oh, how are you dealing with that with your anxiety?" And I was like, "It's not making me anxious. I'm just angry." I said, "I'm angry. I'm depressed." I said, "I've been through so much, and I did, like, the most drastic thing I could do outside of surgery, and it didn't last. So, where do I go from here?" Yogi tea, vanilla spice, perfect energy. Very good. Okay, 3 should fit. Yeah. So if you see this and you're like, "Oh, I really like that wreath, but I don't know how to make. I don't have those. I can't find them." You know, let me tell you, if you've never worked with, like, floral wire, floral tape before, this is a project to start on. Making these garlands. They are super easy. They're extremely time consuming, but they're cheap. They give you high impact for the amount of money you spend. I mean, all of these ornaments, except for, like, these bigger ones. Are these from? I know all of these are from Dollar Tree. And these are from those packs, and I think they still have the rose gold this year. Rose gold is not as popular as it was. But yeah, like, if you don't change your tree every year like a crazy person, like some of us, and you made, like, say you do a gold tree, and you went and bought all gold ornaments, and you did a garland for the whole tree made out of the gold ones, do it in sections like this one's done. Go watch the video, and you could keep this for, from year to year. Right, I'm doing this. I put the, this is from where we started. I put the bottom, the end piece in a tie, and now I'm putting the last ornament on this one into a tie. And then I'm just going to go through and finesse it a little bit. Yeah, when I originally made these, I told my mom, you know, oh, I did this in kind of like rose gold. I wish that I had done it in gold, because if I had done it in gold without the pink tones, I would have been able to use it on this year's tree. And like last year I made one that was red and white, but I can't use that on another tree unless I do like red, white, and green again, or something like that. But if I had like just solids of just gold, then I could have used it on the rose gold tree, I could have used it on this tree. If I did a silver, I could have used it last year, and I could use it next year. Because yeah, I already got my tree picked out for next year. Only because it was at Hobby Lobby, which I have trouble buying from Hobby Lobby, because I'm like, oh, it's so expensive, but if you wait for it to go on sale, it's not going to be there. So I found an ornament set, and I was like, I love this, I need this, I absolutely have to have this. But at the time, I was like, but I also need stuff to make wreaths. I couldn't get both. I couldn't get a whole bunch of ribbon to make my wreaths for this year, and also ornaments for next year. Can you? Why is that twisted around like that? Wow. Can you come over here? I would like that. Thank you. This would be cute as a centerpiece too, like if you got a big lantern or something to put in the middle and have this like in the middle of the table. It would be a giant centerpiece, but still. I got ribbon out to make a bow. I kind of like it like this, and you could absolutely stop here. I'm going to make a bow just so, if you want to see what it looks like with a bow, you can. I don't know that I'm going to add the bow, but let's make a bow. And let's also, I'm trying to look over, what is this? I'm looking in the monitor to try to see where there's not really holes, but like little bits of open spaces. Okay, I think that's good. What is, yeah, that's good. Please don't fall. Yeah, see, this is something I don't like with flocked wreaths, but alright, both these ribbons are from Hobby Lobby this year. And I think I'm just going to do like a very, let's do like longer tails though. Just a traditional, what do I call it, a round floral bow. Look at that, there's a join right there. Can you guys see that? See right here? Interesting. Alright, 6-inch loops. Thankfully that join landed in a place where we're not going to be able to see it. so that's 3 on each side. That's 6 total. I'm gonna leave the rest of that alone. Business. I don't think I have as much of this. Maybe. Let me go down. That's a 12-inch tail. Let's see this at about 10 inches. We did 6.5, so we're gonna, no, we did 6, so let's do 5 with this. My super fan Michelle Mendez ordered a wreath from me that she had on reserve, which I don't do, but I did for her. Oh, is this going to be enough? And she paid for it yesterday, and I was like, okay, I gotta find this wreath now. So when looked in all the usual spaces, and I was like, I don't know what this is. So I was like, okay. A couple weeks ago, when me and my mom were cleaning, I was like, I'm out of wall space. I said, so let's put together my shipping boxes, let's put wreaths in them, and let's stack them all up really high. Very good idea. Except, if I happen to sell the wreath that's on the bottom, it means I have to move the 15 wreaths on top of it to get to it. And I couldn't find Michelle's wreath, so I was like, it's got to be in this pile. Opened up every single box, all the way to the bottom, and I'm like, tell me it's the bottom box. It wasn't the bottom box, y'all. So I said, okay. Little bit concerned. I'm going to put this through here, pull it tight, twist it up. So I'm like, Mom's like, did you look to see if it was on the wall? I was like, obviously I looked to see if it was on the wall before I messed my back up even more, moving all of these boxes. It's like so many Easter wreaths. So I was like, why do I have so many Easter wreaths? And I was like, oh yeah, last year was big. I had all the Easters. Anyway, Easter stuff from the year before when we didn't do Easter, and then this year, 2021, nobody bought. I didn't sell a single Easter wreath this year. Don't know why. So I have a lot of Easter wreaths. So she says, well, what does it look like? I said, it's a grapevine, and it's got like cream colored and peach and pink. Well, it's like cream colored and pink peonies on it. I said it was like a bridal wreath, like a wedding wreath. She says, okay. Yeah, if I gave you that description, and you were anybody but my mom, you'd probably be able to find that wreath, right? When I tell y'all, she brought me every wreath in this house that was a grapevine. She's like, is this it? I was like, Mom, that has a sign that has Frosty the Snowman on it. She's like, so no? I was like, no, it's just got flowers. And she brings me another one. And she's like, what about this one? I was like, that is a Thanksgiving wreath. That has a turkey on it. Okay, all right. What about this one? And I was like, that's not even a wreath. That's my crock pot. What are you bringing me that for? She's like, is this it? And I'm like, no, Mom. So I'm just like, I must have sold this. And, like, somebody was like, hey, do you have a wreath? And I was like, yeah. Here. Do you like this one? They were like, yeah. So I'm thinking I must have sold it to someone local, and they just forgotten to take the listing down. And then I told Michelle I had it, and she's already paid for it. And I'm like, crap. So I'm getting ready to message her and be like, hey, I sold your wreath to somebody else, but it was probably sold before you asked if I would put it on the side for you, whatever. So I'm like looking at my phone, like being like, I'm trying to figure out where the wreath went, because it's not in the house. And my mom comes back and she's like, is this it? And I just turned around. I was like, Mom, it's not. Yeah, that's it. I was like, where was it? She's like, it was in a laundry room underneath a mountain of other wreaths. And I was like, okay. She's like, is it smushed? And I was like, it looks so good, y'all. I was like, how many wreaths was it under? She was like, I don't know, like 14. And I was like, okay, good. I fluffed the bow up a little bit. It's over there right now because it was just like, how is this wreath still alive? But I mean, like, grapevine wreaths, I just sold the grapevine wreaths to my physical therapist. And she was like, do I need a box? And I was going to give her a box, but I didn't want to give her, not that I didn't want to give her a box, I didn't want to give her one of my shipping boxes because they're so expensive and hard to get. But I looked at the wreath that she bought and I was just like, this doesn't even have a bow on it. Like, it doesn't have a bow, all it had was florals and a sign. So it's like, you could literally pack this in a suitcase and take it out and it would be fine. Alright, let me see. Is this the spot where I was like, oh, it's a little... I'm trying to look, like I'm at a weird angle for looking at all of this. And then in the monitor over here, it's 180 degrees, so I'm looking at it upside down. And in the monitor up here, it's too small for me to see anything. So, either here... Where is this part? Right here? What do y'all think? I'm thinking here, huh? Or does this need to just stand up? Yeah, that just needs to stand up some. I'm just going to put it here. I'm going to fix it to the top ring. Making sure that it's pulled more towards the center than the outside. And not too tight because it will definitely get smashed. Okay, that is that. I mean, it took longer to fluff the wreath than it did to put it all together. Pretty. Should have gone over here. Is this where it was lacking? Oh, it doesn't matter, y'all. Okay. That's a quick wreath. I mean, it's super quick if you already have the things done, but if you don't, you know, make some. They made such a huge... I was looking at my tree from 2019 popped up on Time Hop today, and I was like, oh my god, look at her. She is everything. So yeah, if you want to buy this wreath or others like it, it will be listed on Etsy, which is linked down below. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok for shenanigans. Patreon, $5 a month, you get access to exclusive behind-the-scenes content, exclusive videos, fun stuff like that. For $20 a month, you can join the Patreon Sign Club, where you get all the regular stuff on Patreon, as well as a sign delivered to your house every month. And Venmo is listed if you want to send me a tip so I can buy a new back. Really, really trying to get a back transplant from somebody. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.